you beautiful people out there. It's the Cockney Buddha and it's all about getting real. Here I am in sunny Florida. And across this country right now, it's all kicking off with the old voting, isn't it? Oi, oi. Nightmare out there, right? People queuing, hustle and bustle. But you know what? I'm going to be doing a meditation at the end of this. Just going to have a little quick chat and then we'll get into some meditating if you're up for it. So stick around, yeah? Sunny Florida is definitely sunny still. We had some cooler weather come in and then all of a sudden, back to the heat. But I hope everybody's having a great week out there. We're on the Tuesday right now. About to creep into the Wednesday. But I hope everybody's in that PPA, the positive progressive actions, yeah? Things don't move unless you take action. Just like with this voting, yeah? If you don't vote, you don't have your say. And you can't sit there and complain, right? Think about that. How can we sit there and complain if we ain't doing it? Right? I mean, it is your right to be able to go out there and vote. My youngest's first vote day today. She turned 18 in August, eligible for voting, right? And she went with my wife and my oldest to go and vote, and I'm very, very proud of them because. You know, it takes the knowing of the value of the vote, really, right? If you don't value the vote and going out there and voting, because we all sit in there. I can't vote, unfortunately. I can't vote, even though I've been here 30 years. But I'm not a citizen yet, even though I've been looking into that, to tell you the truth, and wanting to rectify that situation, because I've been here long enough now. See, I was just telling a client, funny enough, how I don't even think about it really, because I've been here so long that I'm just like, oh well, you know, it's all good. It's easy when I go back to London and things like that, and but at the end of the day, you know, it's like today. There's certain things, and I'm like, you know what? Wish I had me vote, because there's things I want to vote on that I'd like to vote on. I'm not going to say anything because, you know, everybody will be like, oh, you vote, God. Yeah, it's your own opinions. You can vote which way you want. And what I wanted to talk about with the voting bit, hang on, just let me readjust my seat a little bit here. You know, don't ridicule someone for who they vote for. There's a lot of that going on with divide. And it is divide, guys. We're dividing ourselves. You're allowed to vote for who you want, and you shouldn't be ridiculed for it. It's your right. But if you find yourself criticising someone else, or we've all done it, I've done it too, right? I mean, now I like to stay pretty clear of politics and religion and things like that. I mean, I follow what I follow. I'm on a journey. I don't expect anybody to follow me on it, because it is my journey. It's nobody else's journey. It's all mine. But, you know, when we find ourselves starting to criticise somebody, we're probably bringing in our own insecurities around it. Why would we be criticising someone for their right? Their right to make a decision by themselves on their own and stick by it. Even if those choices or decisions may be a wrong decision on their part. Maybe they do it and then later on down the road they're like, yeah, I wish I hadn't done that. But you know what? At that time and at that moment, that's what somebody decides to do. And they don't need to be ridiculed for it. Everybody has a right for their choice. For their choice. Everybody, each individual has their choice. So why are we dividing? Why are we dividing over politics? You know, there's not many politicians, right? And there's a shit ton of us. I don't understand it. Yet we continually complain about they're doing this and they're doing that and they're pulling back on this. I just heard that bleating taxpayers' money was getting used to fund the No on 3. What about those people that are taxpayers that want to go yes on 3? You're using taxpayers' bloody money. Money that people have put in, not necessarily wanting to put in, by the way. But then it's getting used for something that maybe the people that are actually paying their taxes don't really want to have there. Yeah, it's the politicians pushing an agenda and want what they want. So screw the people. It's time to close this. It's time to freaking speak up. And you only get that with your vote. But don't ridicule or divide. You start dividing, you got no power. You got no power because we're dividing. And we're dividing over a lot of things, not just politics. Let's not even start with religion. Everybody has their right. Everybody has their right to follow what they want to follow. Everybody has their right. It's not down to somebody else to say, well, what you're following is bad and what I'm following is right. Because someone else could come along and say to you, well, what you're following I think's wrong and what I'm following is right. It doesn't freaking matter. Because what it's doing is it's dividing everybody up. It doesn't make one better than the other. I thought religion was supposed to be like, you know, love, care, you know, helping somebody, pointing people in the directions, giving a hand, giving of service. Isn't it better to follow that than to look at somebody and say you're wrong? I would rather follow a path of that, of love and care and unity. Unity. Because it doesn't matter where you sit on politics, you know, the government's going to do what they're going to do. The government's going to do what they're going to do. Because I tell you what, I've seen so many times when, you know, the vote goes out and all of a sudden it's not going in that, it's like going to it tits up. It's like, hang on, what's going on here? Right? Government are going to do what they're going to do. But if we all unite and stick together, you know, there's a chance we might get heard. How about that? You ever thought about that? Like being heard on issues? Because I'm sure we can all come together on certain freaking issues, no matter who you are. We divide on, you know, politics, religion, heritage. It's much better to meet somebody and want to get to know their heritage and learn about it and meet beautiful, beautiful people from different parts of the world. It's so much better to be able to unite and talk to people. All right, you might not agree on everything, but who does? Don't let that divide you. Just because you disagree. If I agreed with everything my mates were saying, it would be a bit odd. Sometimes it's good to have some discussions around subjects where one person might be thinking one thing and one person might be thinking another. Because I tell you what, I've been in those positions, and as long as you can bleed and stop with the ego and stop your ego getting in the way, you might bloody learn something about another side of something. And then it's a thank you very much for teaching me that. I still believe what I believe, but thank you very much. You taught me something. And that works both ways. But when we decide that we don't want to unite, we alienate. And when you alienate, you don't learn shit. All right? You ain't learning shit because all you're doing is staying in your area, staying in your box where it's nice and safe because everything else is bad and it's all out to get you. Victim, victim, victim. Right? Unite. Bring it together. Bring the people together. Love each other. Give a helping hand to somebody. That can even mean a smile, smiling at somebody. It shows a love. It shows a heart. It shows you care. It doesn't matter where the other person freaking comes from. Stop looking at the label. And when I mean label, I mean the thing that houses the damn consciousness, meaning our bodies and face and head and whatever. I think that incorporates the body, right? Right? It's about coming together, guys. And if we don't come together, I tell you, the divide is going to be even bigger. And you know, those that want us divided, because there are, those that want us divided can get stronger, because all the while they've got a divide and they've got us all fighting amongst ourselves. Oh, wow, yeah. I mean, come in, clean up an area here, clean up an area there, because we're all fighting amongst ourselves, and then the government gets the credit for it? You have a laugh? God, blimey. Come on. Stop. Stop already. Stop it. Smile at somebody. Give some love. All right. I want to get in some meditation is what I want to do. And I just want to do a little bit of a bit of breathing, slowing things down, because it's all going bleeding ape shit out there, right? It's going naughty. So I just want to do a little bit of a meditation just to slow things down. Now, I am going to say, if you're using machinery or you're driving a car or anything that is going to put you in jeopardy of by meditating, do not do it, please. I am not going to be the responsible person that fingers point at. Then when people start playing victim, saying, I did it. No, I didn't. I'm telling you right now, if you're in a position where you can meditate, meaning a quiet space, if possible, if you are pulled over into a parking lot or something like that, where you are not in operation of anything, completely turned off, everything, and I've done this with people. I had a lady a few years ago now. Was somebody I'd get a hold of me real quick, was in a panic attack, got her off the road, got her in a parking lot, and I was able to do some breath work with her and slow it down. So I'm just saying, don't bloody go off saying, oh, you told me. No, I didn't. All right? So get yourself nice and comfortable. If you're sitting, sit up straight with your back straight, feet flat on the floor. If you can come away from the backrest, great, because it allows you that little bit more of a, what would you call it? A little bit of more of an awakeness to it. If you want to lay down, lay down. You can lay down. There's no reason why you can't lay down. I like to sit up because there's no chance of really nodding off when I'm sitting up. Right? If you nod off, you're going to move. Right? You'll know. So you could put a rolled up towel or something underneath your neck to keep the curvature in your neck, and put something underneath your knees. It helps keep your back flat. And then I just want you to not even try thinking too much about it, but just starting to relax your body down. Just starting to relax that body down. Just relaxing and bringing some sounds in right now. Just listen to the sounds. Don't overthink anything. Just allow yourself to just start relaxing the body. Relaxing the muscles, the tendons, the ligaments. Bringing the attention to the breath. Becoming aware of the belly movement. Becoming aware of some body movement. You may be able to feel your body moving slightly with the breath in and then the breath out. But just start tuning into that breath. Become aware of it going through the nostrils, up into the sinuses. Feel it hitting the back of the throat. You may feel a coolness. Feels kind of icy in the back of your throat. As it goes down into your lungs, it's adding moisture to the air. Nitric oxide, if you breathe through your nose, I do all my breath work through my nose. There are times when I breathe out through the mouth, but most of it's done through my nose. One of them being because you get the nitric oxide, which allows that nitric oxide to get in and start relaxing the vascular system, capillaries, etc., allowing it to relax the walls, which allows the blood flow better. Another reason for the nose is there's filters there, right? Filters the air before it goes down into the lungs. Some of the reasons in cold weather, if you open your mouth and you breathe through your mouth, hits that back of your throat, right? Goes down. No filter. And just start elongating the breath out a little bit. Start breathing in, pushing the belly out as you breathe in. And then allowing that belly to start moving in the opposite direction as you start breathing out. One little trick you can do if you're actually laying down is putting a book on your belly so you can feel the weight of it. But just being aware of lengthening the breath now. If you wish to count, you can count as well. Do a 4 count in, little pause at the top, and then a 6 count out, and a little pause at the bottom. Nice, long, deep breaths. Just keep extending that breath out, allowing that belly to push outwards, feeling that anchor point right underneath the nose, just above the top lip there, right in that little crevice there. I know it's called something, but bugger if I can remember. Right. But that spot right there, just become aware of the air going over that area up into the nose. And out through the nose. Up into the nose, just relaxing the breath, relaxing the body with each breath in. Out through the nose, just relaxing, even more now, becoming more still, more relaxed, becoming more aware. Becoming aware, more awareness of the breath, more awareness of the body movement. Any thinking that comes into your mind, because it will, you're human. Tell yourself that you're thinking. Allow the brain to know that you're thinking by telling it, I'm thinking. And come back to breath. Anchoring yourself off each time. It doesn't have to be under the nose, the anchor. It could be, maybe you can feel it in the chest, in the belly. Maybe you can pin it to movement even up in your clavicles as you take that breath in, and it goes all the way in and all the way up to the clavicles. You can anchor yourself, your mind somewhere. And I want you to imagine yourself on that beach that you can hear. Put yourself on a beach. Take in everything that you can. As you breathe in that air, salty air. Breathing out any negatives that you may have, anything that may have happened through the week, any resentments. Just allow that breath to leave and go with that negative emotion. Looking out into the sea or the ocean. Hearing the birds. Concentrating on the breath. I'm going to allow a couple of minutes now just to tune into your breath, allowing that breath to elongate. Tune into the sounds of the beach and the birds. Put yourself there and relax. Each time you hear the waves, just relax even more. bringing the mind to the breath. Keep that anchor. Each breath in going a little deeper, a little more relaxed, letting go of the stresses of the day and the week. Keeping that breath nice and long, nice and steady. Feeling more and more relaxed. Allow yourself to come to presence with the breath. In a moment, I'll count you up out of the meditation. But right now, I want you to come back focused into the body. Leaving that beautiful beach and the birds behind. Just keeping yourself steady with your breath. Relaxing even more. But coming into the room or wherever you are right now. Being aware of space, being aware of your body, being aware of what you're sitting or laying on. Starting to bring yourself into presence of where you are right now. On 1, 2, nice long deep breath in. And release. Pause at the bottom. 1 more. And release. On 3, 4, wiggling your fingers and your toes, having a little stretch, stretching out your arms, stretching out your back a little bit. And 5, blinking your eyes open nice and slowly as you come back into the room, back into your body. Allowing yourself to come back, fully relaxed, feeling good, ready to take on new challenges. A new day, a new hour, a new minute, a new breath. Be present. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please stick some comments up there. It's always good to hear from people. I love hearing from the guys out there. I get some great comments, I tell you, and it really hits home. I read all my comments, especially through YouTube. I get a lot of comments on there. So please, drop me a line, yeah? Let me know how this may have helped you. But hey, don't get all crazy out there, yeah? Your vote ain't worth your health. Even though it's important to go and do it and give yourself a pat on the back for doing it. And watch that divide, yeah? Watch it. Be careful of that. Be aware of it. When you find yourself starting to not like somebody because of a certain thing that they believe in, maybe the problem is on us, yeah? Why can't we listen? Why can't we hear? Be aware of that, because it's what's causing divide, guys. It's what's causing divide. Nobody's listening to each other. Hope everybody has a great week, rest of their week or day, or whatever time you're listening to this. Have a good one. Thanks for tuning in, and I love each and every one of you. Stay that course. Namaste.